The founding fathers of the United States of America said in the Declaration of Independence, "We hold these truths to be self-evident." Well, there are a couple of truths that have become self-evident to me in the past couple of years. How has this happened? Well, when I act like they're true, good things happen. When I don't, bad things happen to me and those around me. The first self-evident truth: time is more valuable than money. In fact, time is infinitely more valuable than money, and I'll prove it to you. If I offered you $1 million cash right now, no strings attached, you'd take it. But if I said, there's just one small condition. Your life ends tonight at midnight. Now you're having second thoughts. We know intuitively that time is more valuable than money. Yet we keep acting like it's not true. We'll trade enormous amounts of time for very little money, barely enough to pay our bills. And even worse, we'll take chunks of our hard-earned money that we've already exchanged for time and hand it over to people for colorful entertainments that have little value beyond passing the time and allowing us to escape from our tough responsibilities. An unfortunate example of this is sports. Now, I used to love sports and spend a lot of time with it. And really, there's nothing inherently wrong with watching a sports contest. There's great entertainment value in watching the best in the world compete with each other. But when I realized that watching them do their thing was interfering with me doing my thing, it became a problem. When I realized that my team was not my team, I don't have an ownership interest in the franchise, they don't know who I am. And when I started using words like we and us to refer to my sports team, well, I realized that my identification with them was purely imaginary. And when I saw a child, or even a grown man, wearing the name and number of another unrelated grown man on his back, that was a bridge too far. Now, I'll occasionally watch the condensed highlights of a game, but I'll probably never sit through an entire game again. I just don't have time for it, and it's just not worth it. I have people who depend on me. If I'm not spending time with them, I should probably be spending my effort to make that time more valuable. And yes, I'm talking about money here. I might be doing okay, but Murphy's Law is always in play. Things break down. Accidents happen. I need to stay more than one step ahead. If my employer thinks that an hour of my life is worth $50, why am I allowing him to put a price tag on my life? Why am I not making that same hour worth $100 or even $200? It's not a question for my boss. It's a question for me. We can't all be rich. Why not? The government doesn't seem to have any problem with printing as much money as they want. Why can't some of it be yours? Why can't some of it be mine? Make more money. Buy back the hours of your life. Second self-evident truth: health is more valuable than comfort. I used to think that eating plenty of tasty food, as much as I wanted, was one of life's non-negotiables. I know those donuts aren't good for me, but they make me happy right now. And happiness is what life's all about, right? Sure, till I'm covered with layers of fat, have kidneys packed with stones, soaring blood triglycerides, and am at risk of having my toes amputated. I realized after many years of going to annual physicals that my doctor was never going to tell me what to eat. Why should he? There's a drug for that. Our healthcare system is in large part owned by large pharmaceutical companies. And it is definitely a for-profit system. There are plenty of wonderful and compassionate people working in healthcare, but the system itself is not designed for our optimal longevity and good health. It is not coming to save us. Maintaining our good health and the length of our lives is largely up to us. My parents are in their early 80s, and they can't wrap their minds around the fact that a plate of bacon and eggs is a healthier breakfast than a stack of pancakes. Their doctors never told them that. They've been sold a bill of goods for decades. And the combination of prescription drugs they're on now, it's not any doctor alive who can tell them what kind of interaction those things will have. They may very well outlive their parents, but they are not comfortable and they are not healthy. It's 2025. If you haven't accepted the fact that simple carbohydrates are slow death on fast wheels, there's no one left to blame but yourself. And I get it. We've been conditioned to think that if it's crispy, crunchy, flaky, sweet, fizzy, that it must be for our joy and happiness. It's comfort food. Food corporations have spent billions on marketing and psychology, and they have, over the decades, won impressive financial and psychological victories over us. It's become a part of our culture. And it's disturbing sometimes to see apparently healthy people doing whatever they can to avoid walking a quarter mile or taking 3 flights of stairs. We can't all live to be 100. Why not? Is there some sort of imposed upper limit on the number of healthy centenarians we can have? And I'm certainly no paragon of virtue. Almost 59 years old. I've watched thousands of hours of movies and sports in my life. I've traded far too many hours for far too few dollars. And I've eaten unholy amounts of crap. But I can't stay silent now, because I hold these truths to be self-evident. Time is greater than money, and health is greater than comfort. I can almost hear someone saying, "Mike, live a little." Absolutely not. I'd much rather live a lot, thank you very much. To all you late bloomers out there, live long, live well, and prosper.